Hello friends, in this section we will see from where to download the SSMS, how to install following the basic GUI, and post installation we will try to connect with the underlying SQL Server database and run a basic T-SQL script. So let's get started. You can open any one of your browser and go to the google.com or any of your search engine. I opened the google.com and searched for SQL Server Management Studio download. Hopefully the very first link which you are getting from docs.microsoft.com, just click and open it into the new tab. Here you can see it will lead you to the download SQL Server Management Studio part. Just slightly scroll down and you can see download SSMS. The latest version as of 1st of May 2022 is 18.11.1. You can just click here and it will start downloading. As just now I have downloaded it, so I'm not going to download it again. Due to some reason, if you want to download the previous version of SSMS, you can slightly scroll down and you can see the previous versions here and previous SSMS release. You can click here, open it into the new tab, and you can see all the available previous versions. Suppose you want to download the 18.2 version, just directly click here and you can see the download. You can download your specific version. So in my case, I'm downloading the latest version as of now, and I will go to the download folder and I will just start the installation and process. So as you can see, I have already downloaded. Its size is more than 600 MB. So before starting the installation process, minimal requirement prerequisite I generally prefer is go to the check Windows updates and see if there is Windows update or your system needs reboot. If there is a restart needed or there is any update, try to install the latest update and reboot your system. So I will go to the Windows setting and Windows update and check for updates. So Windows update page is open. I will just check for updates and it will just take a minute, and if I'm not seeing any update, I will skip it. If I'm seeing any update, I will try to download and install it. So as you can see, there is no update because before installation I already did this. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to start the SSMS installation process. I just double clicked it and it will do some validation. Because we have downloaded this exe setup file from the internet, so Windows is doing some security check. So you can click yes, and it will open one GUI. So you can see, so I will go with the default setting. I'm not going to change its default installation path. Install. Just one thing I would like to mention here. In previous version of SQL Server, it was coming along with the SQL Server, and there were prerequisite like some of the version required .NET Framework 4, .NET Framework 4.5. So we had to go and check whether this particular .NET Framework is installed or not. But with the latest SSMS version, these prerequisites are already taken care. So no need to worry about other prerequisites apart from check Windows. Another thing I would like to mention here, along with the SSMS, with the latest version of SSMS, Azure Data Studio is also getting installed. Azure Data Studio is another GUI through which you can interact with the underlying database along with the Azure SQL, and you can play around with the T-SQL script. It's going to take few minutes. You have to wait and until it is getting installed. So as it is getting installed, I would like to mention one more thing. If you are following the GUI setup, you can't ignore the Azure Data Studio. You may not want to install the Azure or Data Studio alongside. So you can follow the command line installation. There is some switch. We can discuss it into the next video. I will show you through the command line how to install the SSMS with no Azure Data Studio installation. As you can see, it is about to complete within couple of seconds. Hopefully I will be able to see the successfully installed message. Okay, it is still taking time, and here you can see my setup is already completed and there is no restart. Sometimes you may come across that after installation it will show that restart is needed. So is before closing and opening the SSMS, it's better to restart the Windows. So as it is not showing the restart system is required, so I will just close the setup and I will go to the Windows search, and here SQL Server Manage Studio I will search, or I will search for the SSMS directly, SSMS, and here you can see this is coming. I'm just clicking here because this is the first time after installation I am going to open it, so it will take couple of minutes to get open because internally it is doing some sort of configuration, so you have to wait for it. Okay, so once SSMS is open, so here you can see in most of the cases you can see the your local PC name here. If you are not seeing the local PC name, so make sure that on the server type you have selected the database engine. There are a couple of other server type to connect to the SSS reporting server, SSIS or Azure SSIS with the, which is coming with the Azure SQL Manager instance. So make sure you have selected the database engine. In the server name, suppose you are not seeing any of the server name which is coming as the blank, so just expand it, go to the browse for more, and go to the database engine, and also make sure that you have selected the local server, assuming that SQL server is already installed in my system, and I'm going to connect with the installed SQL server version. So I've selected it and I'm going with the Windows authentication connect, and if everything works well, so I should be able to connect. As you can see here, I'm able to connect and I have created one dummy database. I'm just opening the new query window. I will just run a sample script. Let it get open. Yeah, so select, let's say I want to see which version of underlying SQL server is there, so I just executed it, and here you can see it's executed successfully. So we are good with this. Suppose you want to see what is the installed SSMS version, so go to the help, and here you can see the v18 11.1 which we downloaded from the docs.microsoft.com. Yeah, so we have successfully installed the SSMS, executed the dummy query. Let's move to the another video.